Hi loves, happy new year. Guys, this is the first time I'm filming this year. This is February of 2026. I can't believe I waited this long to talk to you people. Happy new year, guys. How are you doing? How was the festive season for you? Hope you had a swell time and hope your 2026 is off to a good start. My new year just started this month. I'm here to share some things I would be doing this year to have a prosperous year, to have a good 2026, to have an awesome year. The first on my list is to be very, very sincere about my finances. That is being sincere to myself about my finances. I think I want to be very, very honest about my finances to myself. What gives, what takes, what I'll be doing, what I will not be doing, what I will not really spend money on if it's not really important or necessary. Do you get? So this is, for me, it's not as if I'm doing this for someone else. You know, I buy some things on impulse once in a while, especially when it comes to my children. Guys, when it comes to my children, I can buy things impulsively, but you see this year, that self is going to change. I'm not going to be buying anything for them on impulse. I must have thought it through, I must have budgeted for it, I must have planned for it. And that is the only time I'm going to go ahead and spend that money. No more all this unnecessary impulse buying, especially for my children. Because for myself, I don't really do impulse buying. Whatever I want to buy, whatever it is I want to do with money, I had already thought of it, I had already planned it ahead of time. But when it comes to my children, see, sometimes as if they just remove my sense. Like when it just comes to my children, especially when it comes to buying maybe clothes or like beautiful things. Hey, I'll not see something that's really nice. I'm like, oh my God, this thing is so beautiful. Next thing, I've bought it. Meanwhile, I did not plan for it. And it's not as if they don't have enough, especially if it's clothing. But no, as the mother hen that I am, you know, I'll just go ahead and then just spend impulsively buying for my children. So that has changed going forward. I'll be more intentional. I'll think it through. I must have planned for it. I must have budgeted for it. So that way I actually know where my money is going. I actually know what I'm spending my money on. Let it not be the one like, after I finish now spending, when I'm now seeing my account balance, I'll now be wondering, what did I spend money on? I would have even forgotten on the impulse things I spent money on buying, you know. So that is something I really want to be doing this year for myself. So it's going to help my finances on the long run. So another thing I'll be doing this year is to protect my time like it's money. You know, in this part of the world, we really don't feel that time is money. In the Western world, in the abroad, time is money. Every minute counts. Every hour counts for people living in the abroad. But in this part of the world, in Africa, in Nigeria, sometimes we really don't feel that time is money. But hello, time is money. So I really want, this hair is stroking my cloth. So I really want to protect my time like it's money. And what do I mean by this? Fewer unnecessary commitment. Like, I'm not going to commit to things that would stress me or to things that would make me go out of my way in doing them. I don't think I want to do. No, I'm not doing that this year, to be very honest. I'm protecting my time like it's money and choosing rest when it's important. Guys, you see, choosing rest, and especially because of the nature of my business, rest is paramount. Most times I overwork myself. Most times I overburden myself. I think this year I will be choosing rest, and if I get orders that would maybe stress me more than necessary, guys, I may likely turn it down. I know, yes, we all want order, we all want to make more money, but like, I will have to weigh some things, especially if I have a back to like many order in a day and then I'm still getting more. I will politely decline, because yes, it's good though. Why we are all after, Lord bless us with others, that I want to make so much money. At the same time, don't overburden yourself. I don't want to overburden myself going forward. I hope I can stick to this thing I'm saying, because I know myself. By the time that order comes, I'm thinking, okay, what will it take? Instead of me to even decline, I'll now go and accept. And then by the time I'm done executing that order, sometimes I fall ill out of exhaustion. Do you get? And it's not a good thing. We are making money, but at the same time, you need to be alive to even enjoy that money you're making, right? It's not the one that after every large order you fall ill or you become so exhausted or you're battling with fatigue. So I think going forward, I will also not accept dying minute orders, like maybe a day before orders or the ones that will stress me. Just place your order way ahead of time. So that way it gives me and the people working for me enough time to prep, enough time to get things done. You see all this last minute order, maybe someone is reaching out to me in the evening of today for an order that they need tomorrow. No, I make my meals a la carte. I'm not running a restaurant. I'm a home cook. I cook from my home. So, and some of these things, I don't stock it up. Is when I get your order, then I go to the market. Do you get me? So when I get such dying minutes orders, it puts pressure on me. And sometimes I really don't like the after home, because I would have stressed myself unnecessarily as against when people place their orders ahead of time. That way we have enough time to prep, we have enough time to do everything that we need to do. So going forward this year, I'm going to put a stop to that. God help me, because please, my health is very, very important. And then another thing I'll be doing this year is to actually take my health seriously. I know that in this part of the world, when you're not feeling anything, you don't have any need to go to the hospital, or when you feel you're okay, you're healthy, you don't have any reason to go and run some tests. But hello, I'm talking to women in their 40s like me. As you're getting older, there are some things you should start doing. So I promised myself that from this year, I'm going to start doing full body checkup. Yeah, full body checkup every year. Doing full body checkup doesn't mean I'm doing it because I'm feeling a type of way, but it's just to be sure that everything is fine, all my organs are working, everything is going well. And if they discover something, it will be treated immediately, you know, than just living your life, just trusting God. I trust God as well, but as well, God has given us the brain and God has given us the wisdom to do some of these things. So you do these things, you do your checkup, and then you get your result. And if everything is good, to God be the glory. It means you have a clean bill of health. And then after 1 year, you do it again. So this is something I want to start doing going forward. Even doing mammogram, checking my breast, doing cervical screening. You know, these things are very, very important for individuals, for everybody, especially as you're getting older. Another thing I would be doing this year is to build consistency. Hey, this one, building consistency. Guys, you see, I'm consistent with a lot of things in my life apart from YouTube. This being consistent on YouTube, it has been a struggle for the longest time for me. It has been such a big struggle, and I think that the main reason why this is because of how I've been struggling to build up my watch hour. I put in so much effort into creating content, into filming, and then sometimes I upload a video and I'm not getting up to 100 views, you know, and then especially when I had so many watch hours and then the whole thing just went down the drain. So that really discouraged me, but I'm going to try to be consistent. At least let me even go back to uploading once a week. Let me even go back to be sure that every week I am uploading a video at least. If I'm able to achieve that, then I'll start thinking of maybe uploading 2 times in a week. So I'm going to be consistent. And also with working out. Guys, I've been inconsistent. I've not been to the gym in over, I think the last time I was in the gym was in October last year. So guys, I've not been to the gym in over 3 months. And this has always been my style. When I go to the gym, I will go to the gym. Maybe I could go every month for 6 months at a stretch, and then I will now take a break. And when I take the break, sometimes I now take very long breaks that I'm not supposed to take. Because guys, if I go back to the gym now, I'm starting from the beginning. Trust me. You see the whole body pains and everything. Say, God. But sometimes I got so busy towards the tail end of last year that going to the gym was not even in my schedule at all because of how busy I was. But going forward, even if I do 2 times a week, it's better than not going at all. Like, I want to be consistent with my exercising, that I will say this whole year I was at the gym. Like every month I was at the gym. So that is also something I would really want to. I would rather do 2 times a week than not do at all. Even if it's once a week, I would rather do once a week than not even doing at all. Even though usually I do 3 to 4 times a week. But that is something else I need to be consistent with. Another thing is being intentional with what I consume. Now, what I consume is not only about food. The things I expose myself to, the kind of social media content I consume. There is this page on Instagram that I follow. It's called Mom's Confession. And the whole of January, the kind of, okay, so it's a page that where people send so whatever it is that they are dealing with, and they are seeking for advice. And you know that the whole of January, or rather, yeah, for every time I stumbled on that page last month, the kind of stories I was reading, they upset me so much. It was always maybe about domestic violence, or women playing men's role and being underappreciated. Like, it really got me upset. And for the very first time, I thought of unfollowing that page because I didn't like the kind of stories I was reading. So this brings me to what I'm saying. I will be very mindful about what I consume this year. I'm not going to consume everything I see on social media, no. And if that page keeps posting such stories, you know, all this sad marital, yeah, I know that there are marital issues, but sometimes when you feed your mind with so much negative marital issues, guys, it has a way of affecting you, to be very honest. So I don't want to feed my mind with negativity. I don't want to be seeing all the woes that comes with marriage. No, I want to see beautiful things about marriage, positive things about marriage. It's going to help me mentally. So going forward, no, I don't want to be saying such. So I'm really going to be, I'll be very intentional about the things I consume. And if I notice somebody I'm following or a page I'm following is affecting me negatively, or they are putting up things I wouldn't want to consume, I will unfollow them immediately, because there is no, like, I'm not even going to think twice about it, but I will just unfollow immediately and keep it moving, because I'm also protecting my mind. I'm protecting my spirit. I don't want anything that would come and what's the word? Spoil. I don't want something that will spoil my mind. I don't want something that is spoiling my spirit, or just, no, I don't want. So going forward, that is something I'll be doing. The last but not the least of what I want to do this year is to live a prayed up life. Hey, you see this one, guys, I've even started. Like, see this year, I want to live a very prayerful life this year. I want to pray. You know what it means to pray? Like, I want, at the end of this year, I can beat my chest and said, indeed, you really prayed this year. This is what I want to do this year. On a normal day, I pray, but I know how I pray. I know how I used to pray, rather. But you see, this year, I really want to pray. Like, I want to kabash. I want to live a prayerful life, because as a Christian that I am, what else can I even do? What else do I have to do? How else do I communicate with my maker? I don't believe that prayer can ever be too much. So I'm going to pray. I've already started the whole of January. Now prayer. This February, we are still on it. I am going to pray like my life depends on it. And I'm also encouraging you, if you are a Christian, please get down on your knees and pray. Pray till something happens. This year has to be a good year. This year must be good for everybody. It must be good for you. It must be good for me. So guys, do everything you can do to be sure that your 2026 is not like your 2025. Do you get me? Whatever it will take, if it requires you being consistent, be consistent. If it requires you saying no to some things, say no to some things. If it requires you praying without ceasing, pray without ceasing. Remember that the Bible says that the fervent prayer of the righteous availeth much. Pray fervently. You can never go wrong with prayers. You're in something, you don't know how to handle it, pray about it. You're trusting God for something, pray about it. You need wisdom on how to navigate something, pray about it. Pray, oh, pray. According to Pastor Jerry will say, we dey pray, he dey show. Anywho, guys, I hope I made some sense in this video. So this brings me to the end of what I want to share with you guys today. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Give this video a massive thumbs up. Till I see you next time. Bye.